This short video will tell candidates how to use the features of VoterClick. So VoterClick is a system used for managing delegates by the county parties and also by the state party. With the VoterClick, you as a candidate can get your delegate lists right offline, 24/7, up to date. You don't have to wait for the county party secretary or other party officers to get around to it and answer your emails. And you can send emails right through the system. Now, why are we doing this? Well, we know from past experience that sometimes giving out our emails to candidates, not you of course, but other candidates, these emails have somehow wound up in the hands of professional campaign managers who have shared those emails with other campaigns, sometimes even sold them for other purposes. So this has made people very reluctant to provide their emails. So instead of distributing the emails, we allow you to send the emails directly to the delegates, and you don't get the email address. Now, we're hoping that by telling our delegates that their emails are not going to be distributed, it will encourage more people to give their emails and give correct emails. And this should be a benefit for you, the candidate, and for the party, and for the delegates as well. Now, currently, as you'll see, the system for sending emails is very similar to MailChimp. It will provide you complete feedback and reports just as you get from other paid services, and you don't have to pay for it. Now, unless you are sending 100,000 emails a month or something, we feel that we can probably pay for the email service through what the county and through VoterClick is providing. So if you're sending a large number, we may contact you about the cost of it, but otherwise, this is a free service that is extended to candidates. You can also get voter lists through VoterClick. These are up to date. The most recent list that we have received from the county. We also are able to validate those who have private records if they are delegates or have pre-registered for caucus. And so this is a list you do not have to pay for and go down to the county and get the current voter list. This is also a benefit for candidates. And then lastly, you can subscribe to changes. So instead of having to pull a new candidate list every week or whatever, you can subscribe, and anytime there's a change in the candidate list, you will get an email with an update. Now, you may also still want to pull down a new list every week or every month or every hour if you want to. There's no problem with you getting that, but you may wish to subscribe to changes. So the place to get all these goodies is voterclick.com. Your county party secretary will give you a username and password. This username and password gives you access to just your specific area. So if you're Legislative District 19, you'll have access to those delegates and voters in District 19. If you're a countywide candidate, you'll get countywide access. If you're a statewide candidate, well then talk to your state, talk to the state organization. So this is what you do. VoterClick.com. You put in your username and your password that is assigned to you by the county, and when you sign in, you'll have this menu. Now, there is a help here. If you're not sure what to do, you can open that up and look at the information. The public rosters will give you a list of the public information for the delegates. Now, the public information is the name and address. That is the information that is required by law to be provided. You can get that actually for any area in the county because it's public information. Nobody cares. You can also get a voter list. This is also the public information from the voter list that you can get for free without having to pay for it at the county clerk's office. It does not include birthdays because that's considered to be private information, but it does include the address. It also does not include emails for the same reasons I've just described. Now, if you want to send an email message, you can go right in here to manage email messages. If you want to send an email, you simply you can create a template that you can use again later. You can decide to send it to all your voters or all the delegates. Now, the user here that I've set up is a county user. It could be a legislative district or a Senate district that is a county race. If you are a multi-county district, then you would get the state delegates, not the county delegates. It depends on which convention you're going to. So you decide whatever your subject is going to be, and you decide what the body is. You can use HTML. This is not going to be formatted as a message from the party. It's not going to be sent with a bunch of graphics and boxes. It's just going to be sent as a regular email. If you want to include HTML, you can paste it in here. It will go out as an HTML message. And then when you save and send it, it will go through the process of sending to the list that you specified. So if you say all county delegates in your district, it knows what district you're in. It will send to all those delegates. If you send to all voters, it knows what district you're in. It will send to all those voters. Then, once it's sent, you can get these reports. So this shows the different emails that were sent. This is like a batch. So this is all the emails that went out on this day with that subject. This is the number of emails that were actually delivered. That tells you what the email lists are, or how many email addresses we have, and number of that were delivered. And then, just like MailChimp or anything else, it gives you a breakdown of how many were returned, or how many were opened, how many were marked as spam, etc. So you get complete reporting information. Also, in the delegate lists, we will provide, I think this change is still being made as of this recording on the 21st or 20th. We will have the feature where when you download a delegate list, it'll tell you not what the email is, but if there's an email or not. And that way, if you want to download and you want to get the delegates that we don't have an email address for, and if you want to use your own data to match up email addresses to those voters and send your own mail, that's fine. That's on your own. We do provide a walking list, which is simply the voter list sorted by address. That's not a very big deal. You can still do that on your own if you download the public rosters and do that. Now here's a subscribe to updates. This is the feature I was telling you before. If you want to receive an update every time a change is made to your list, you put your email address in here, and then you'll get an update. You'll get an email to this address every time a change is made in the delegate list. That includes changing a delegate, maybe adding a new delegate, changing an address, changing a phone number. You'll get that information. All you have to do is submit this, and then if you want to remove it later, you just clear this out, leave it blank, and then submit that. So that's basically the information on how candidates can use the VoterClick information. If you need help, you can email directly to support. You don't have to. This is a professional company that's providing this VoterClick process. You don't have to just depend on your county party secretary. We also have, during the busy season of the year, we do have a chat support actually on the website. Down here you can click chat and get some support. That isn't necessarily tended 24 hours a day, and it's only available during peak time. So if you have any questions, please seek support that way. We want to support our candidates. We want to facilitate candidates talking to delegates. That's the purpose of the party, and we want to support our Republican candidates in any way possible. If you have some suggestions, requests, additions to the program, or something that will make your life better as a candidate, please email that support number and let us know, because that's our purpose here at VoterClick, is to help Republicans to win elections. Thank you.